What's up, you guys? We're doing a new recipe today. This is gonna be either a dinner or a lunch recipe, probably a dinner recipe. It can make a bigger meal, but we're gonna be doing stuffed acorn squash. But we're gonna get into it with how we start to make the acorn squash and prepare that, and then also the meat and the filling that's actually gonna go into it. But this is a great, really healthy whole foods recipe. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing I did was I cut my acorn squash in half. So we have both of the halves already in the bowl, and you have to discard all of the inside of it. So there's my seeds and the stringy stuff that came out from the inside. And then I just seasoned it with salt, pepper, and a little bit of this avocado oil. And something that I want to point out about this oil, and any avocado oil or any oils that you cook with, is when you read the label, it actually says 0 calories, 0 fat, 0 carbs, 0 protein, pretty much 0 on everything. But I love this brand, it's very clean. If you actually look down here at the chart, it will say like spray time, and then it'll show different times for the seconds and actually how many calories are that you're getting per second. So the FDA says, you know, certain things you don't have to show it up here, but truthfully there are calories and a fat content down here when you spray for a very long time. So that's just something to be aware of. So next, let's get into what is actually going to go into these acorn squash. I'm going to cut up half of a green bell pepper, half of a yellow onion, and then I'm also going to cut some white sliced mushrooms up real small. I'm going to cut everything really small because, like I said, it is going in to the acorn squash in the middle of it. And we're also going to be using ground venison. So luckily we have fresh ground venison, but you could also use ground turkey, ground sausage, you could use ground beef, anything, any lean meat that you really love will totally work for this. Okay, so you saw I just got all the veggies cut up. I'm gonna put them on a burner, mid-heat, about a 5. Once these saute up pretty nice and mushy, then I'll start to add my meat. So the ground venison will then go in after these veggies have already been sauteed a bit, and then we'll put the meat in and we will season that. So the veggies are looking good. They're getting pretty sauteed and steamed, a little bit mushy like we want. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the ground venison in with this. So I'll go ahead and season this while the meat and the veggies are together. We're gonna start with a little pepper, onion powder, maybe, here we go. Maybe I'm almost out. Garlic salt. Regular salt. You can never have too much salt, I always say. And oregano. So the acorn squash have been baking for about 40 minutes, 35 to 40 minutes. I felt with a fork, they are tender. You can kind of pierce the squash with the fork so you know that they're almost ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just start stuffing the inside of these squash with the meat that I've cooked. All right, moment of truth. We are getting them out. Let's see. Oh, they look super good. Cool. So there you have it, making some noise there. That's our stuffed acorn squash. Very simple recipe. We'll report back on how well it is or how good it tastes, how well it cooked, I mean. But it really does seem like the squash is completely cooked through, like I can literally put the fork even through the outside of the skin. So you should be able to eat all of that. Super nutritious, super healthy meal, very balanced. We've got the lean protein, the squash, a carb, a vegetable. We've got some cheese if you prefer cheese, a little bit of fat. The oil we use will have a little bit of fat in it as well. And then of course we have some chopped up veggies, even inside, the green bell pepper, the onion, and the mushroom. So really good, very easy meal here. And I have this much leftover meat from the meat I prepared to put in there. So guess what? That's gonna go with some rice tomorrow for dinner. So I've even got an extra dinner left. Thank you guys so much as always for watching. Let me know what you would like to see in the coming videos, whether it be another recipe, something to do with working out, health, anything. I'm here to help and inform in all the ways I know how. So please like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.